It's another interesting time that I'm here. This is Regina Jonas and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, share my videos. And today I have a whole lot of another talk on health issues. And today I'll take you through why the caesarean or why deliver through caesarean section. So as a midwife, I've had that experience of having mothers who are in labor and they end up doing the caesarean section, or most of them will end up delivering normal. It's nothing that maybe you can avoid sometimes, or it is something that has to be done as an emergency. And so I'm going to take you through why the caesarean section, or is it really necessary, at what point is it necessary, and how you should cope with that emergency of a caesarean section. So as I said, this is Regina Jonas. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, share, and always leave a comment on the comment section for me to always improve on what you need me to improve. So straight to our talk. The caesarean section is a mode of delivery for mothers who are due to deliver, and it is one mode of delivery apart from the normal delivery. Caesarean section, it is whereby an operation is done to remove or to deliver a baby, to get the baby out, so that we have a safe mother and a safe baby. So sometimes you might be in labor, you just walk into the hospital and you are in this normal labor, no plan for caesarean section, but at one point then the doctor tells you that we have to do a caesarean section. So this is what I'm going to take you through today, why the caesarean section and what the doctor might consider when he's telling you that now we have to do a caesarean section. So there's so many reasons that a doctor might consider when deciding to do a caesarean section on a mother, because sometimes it is an emergency, sometimes it is a planned caesarean section, but I'm going to concentrate on the line of emergency caesarean section. So as I said, a mother in normal labor can suddenly develop a complication or a need for caesarean section, and that is why the doctor now has to cancel the patient or the mother for this caesarean section. So a time like when the mother is in labor and maybe there is no progress, that means the mother is not progressing well in labor. You find that sometimes a mother might come like she is the cervix has dilated 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and then you find like 8 hours down the line, 10 hours down the line, the mother has not yet delivered. She's still at that point of 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, and you find that there is no progress. So we always say that there is poor progress in that labor and there is need for caesarean section. So poor progress is one indication for a caesarean section as an emergency or as an urgent caesarean section. Another most important reason for caesarean section is maybe when the baby starts to get tired, and then we have this not reassuring status of the baby. So there is that emergency of getting the baby out through caesarean section. So normally the fetal heart rate or the heart rate of the baby is always good to range between 110 to 160, but anything below 110 and above 160 we might, or it is always considered as not normal. It can be on the higher side, that is above 160, 170, 180s, or it can be on the lower side, which is below 110, that is of 190, 80, and this is very, very serious. So there is that emergency need for a caesarean section to deliver a healthy baby and have a happy mother who has delivered their baby. So that is one or another reason for an indication of a caesarean section. Another important or very urgent indication for a caesarean section is when the draining or the rupture of the membranes where the baby stays in the uterus, that is the membranes or the fluid, happens to break, and then the bag happens to break, and then you see that this water is not clear. The laca, we call it laca, is not clear. So you find that it comes in some color like greenish, very light greenish, a bit dark and very strong green. So it is also considered to be not safe when a baby has past stool in the stomach or in the fluid where they are still in and not yet delivered, or not at any point where we are almost at delivery. So we call it Meconium stained liquor, where the liquor or the water is stained by the meconium, that is the stool of the baby before delivery. So it is one great indication that this baby has to be delivered fast, because the more they stay inside there, then they are likely to take this fluid, and this fluid is going to cause more respiratory distress at birth or immediately before birth, or even immediately after birth. So Meconium stained liquor, which is coming in some color, is always not good, should always be monitored well. And if it is that level or very greenish, that is Meconium, we have grade 1, grade 2 and grade 3. So if you see that grade 1 and 3 is not, we always advise, or the doctor will always advise a mother on caesarean section. So that is another reason for a mother to be done an emergency caesarean section to deliver a safe baby and also have a happy mother. So we have other reasons or other indications of an emergency or reasons for caesarean section, like we have maybe where we have the uterine rupture. This is where maybe there is more contraction or severe contractions that might overstimulate the uterus to an extent of maybe having to rupture. That is and when this happens, the mother who has been experiencing strong contractions suddenly goes off any pain, and the abdomen becomes so tender. That means when you touch, you feel like the mother tells you like it's really painful. This could be a uterine rupture, and it is another indication for a caesarean section as an emergency. So it's rare, yes, because on good monitoring you can avoid all this, because you don't overstimulate the uterus of a mother to end up having a uterine rupture. This is very sentinel. It can be a death case or even a maternal death or fetal death. So it is another indication for a caesarean section of a mother in labor. Another indication of a mother in labor and needs to be done a caesarean section is when we have bleeding, that is antepartum hemorrhage. This is bleeding or having a gush of blood, fresh blood from inside, and this mother has not yet delivered. So it is always an emergency in this state of delivering this baby as fast or as soon as possible to get a live baby out, because antepartum hemorrhage, that is bleeding before delivery, is very fatal, and you can lose the baby so fast, including the mother can get other complications of DIC, and you end up having so many things complicated for this mother, and the mother may lose her newborn baby. So also having that bleeding, any bleeding before delivery or any bleeding before it's not good always at all to have any bleeding coming from the uterus before the delivery of the baby. Yes, so we have so many other indications like high blood pressure, we call it PET, or yes, high blood pressure in a mother who is in labor. You find that the mother has all of a sudden having escalated or high blood pressures that are uncontrollable, and this is quite an emergency also, because you might lose the mother, you might lose the baby at any time because of the high blood pressure. So another good indication of an emergency caesarean section is the high blood pressure that are uncontrollable, and you risk losing a mother or the baby. So it's another indication that the doctor will always advise you to go for a caesarean section. We have so many reasons for all this caesarean section. In short, what I'm trying to say is when the doctor diagnoses or plans to do a caesarean section, try to understand the real reason for this, and you'll find that if it is safe for you and for your baby, it is always good to consent as soon as possible. so that you have a healthy baby, a safe baby, and you also as a mother, you're left happy and safe. So this has been your nurse Regina. This is my YouTube channel. Please find time to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's move together. Let's grow on health issues. Let's share, and always we are going to be informed. So guys, if you're new here, this is Regina, your nurse. Please find time to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you for finding time always to view my videos. So guys, for now, see you later. Bye bye.